Hey guys, quick question. What would you do if your parents wouldn't let you get married because your elder sibling haven't? Would you be mad? Would you frown? Now, this is the premise of the movie, The Order of Things, directed and I think executive produced by Dr. Sid. Now, Dr. Sid has been away for a while, and this is because he has been outside the country learning how to make films. And now, this is his first film after that process, and we are here for it. Whoa! I am Ikechukwu, and this is Nolly Review. So basically, the other things is about two brothers, Tunde and Demi. Now Tunde is the younger brother who has his life all planned out. I want to get married at 30. I must get a car at this age. I must work at this place at this age and all that stuff. And everything is going well for him. His life is like orderly, which is like a very very good distance from Demi, his elder brother, who is a gamer, who is weird, takes drinks up and down, not just drinks, a specific kind of drink up and down. Like, you know how kids do. He's like sort of like childlike in his mind, weird and a nerd. And now the conflict sort of comes when their mother tells Tunde that he cannot get married because his elder brother hasn't gotten married. Now we see Demi go all out to do anything and everything to find a wife or a girlfriend for his elder brother. Now for the cinematography or the direction of the film, I feel like Dr. Sid did a good job because one thing I always love, I don't know much about directing, yeah, I don't know much about cinematography, but I think the picture quality was dope, and some of the angles that they used was able to tell the story in a good way, and which was cool. But then there are some scenes that were like tacky, and I just didn't see the need why those scenes were there. But then I think it's a good feel, and he did quite well with this first movie of his. Now, secondly, for the acting in this movie, I felt like yes, the characters tried to portray what the story entailed, but then to an extent, I felt like some of the characters or some of the actors were forcing their characters, right? There was Tunde's girlfriend and Tunde's girlfriend's friend. I've forgotten her name, and some of her scenes I didn't really enjoy it because I felt like, what exactly are you doing? And it just felt so forced. But personally, for me, I think I enjoyed what's his name? The character, Demi's character. Demi is a bit Demi. Demi is like the elder brother of Tunde, and Demi tried as much as possible to portray that nerdy side of him. So he's this grown man who still plays video games, who still gets locked up. He's always shy of girls and all that stuff. And it's just so interesting to see how his character like evolved. I think it was a very very good story arc or character arc, even for Tunde, because Tunde is this kind of person who always loves to have his life all planned out. He wants to get married at this age, he wants to do this at this age, and then we see that throughout the course of this film he sort of like evolved, and which is like so beautiful to see. Now another thing, I feel like most of the movies I watch movies because I want to enjoy movies, but I also watch movies because I want to gain something, a thing or two from it. And one thing I felt like was so etched in my memory in this film, or was like a lesson to me, was the fact that we always put a lot of pressure on ourselves. For example, Tunde has always had his life planned out, and when there was like a disruption, it's like triggered him and he didn't know how to control it. Allow for space in your life for life to happen, right? Life does not always have to happen the way we've planned it, and that does not like make it interesting. So allow, when things happen that are sort of like out of your control, it's cool that you should allow it happen. Now there's another thing I also felt like was cool, that I loved what they did, was the fact that there was something happened when the two brothers were young, and that sort of like informed the kind of person Demi grew up to be. Like, so he was bullied at a young age, and he felt withdrawn, and he couldn't like relate to a lot of persons. And I feel like a lot of people could relate to that, because personally for me, I'll say it from experience. I wasn't bullied as a child or stuff, but then I was always this kind of person. If you know me personally, you know that I'm not this outspoken person. Normal Anthony initially wouldn't be standing in front of the camera talking to you guys, right? But then I sort of had to let go of that self-consciousness, and then just let myself be, and which was sort of like hard for Demi, but eventually, which is sort of like what movies are supposed to do. Now a lot of persons complain that at the beginning of Nollywood movies they know what happens at the end, but personally for me, I think I know really what happens, what should happen at most of the movies I watch, at the end of most of the movies I watch. But what I'm really interested to see is the house of how that played out. And I think the Order of Things was a very beautiful movie to watch. Another thing, or something I really felt like they overdid, was brand placement. I mean, come on, there's every single second they were if they're not advertising this brand, they're advertising this brand, they're advertising this drink, and it felt like that was the only thing I wanted to do in this movie. But guys, chill now, no way to walk on watch. Now, also another thing I really sort of felt like they tried and they did well in portraying is the fact that there is always an order of things which is not supposed to be. So for example, Tunde wants to get married, and his mother says, no, you cannot get married because your elder brother has not gotten married. But who set all these rules for us? Why must we like follow some of these rules? I do not understand like the tradition behind them. Maybe there is that we don't know, but then I felt like if someone is not ready to commit to being married, they should be allowed that decision, and not just force sort of like marriage or love up on them, right? Which is not really cool. So if you've not seen the movie The Order of Things, is out in cinemas, please go watch it. I think Dr. Sid, right, did a really good job in the movie, and I think if you're the kind of person who love and love how sort of like things go in rom-coms or romantic movies, I think you would love this movie. I know I've not said please subscribe to my channel since the beginning of this film, but then please, if you really enjoyed this video, if you really enjoyed me rambling about Nollywood movie, about The Order of Things, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Please watch this video, like it is very, very important. So till next time, peace. Peace.